displayed great courage in the support of this project, and these girls belong in this city. To see them alongside the great city allows us to see the universality of their story while we remark on the fragility of their individual struggle. Diversity, brave resilience. Today we celebrate these women in a celebration of a city and we respects their journey. This is not a project that was taken lightly. This is not simply another means of beautifying an already spectacular view. This project that has been debated and considered, it came to be a story that needed to be shared. I know there will be others here today who will tell amazing stories. I know my story cannot speak to their personal struggle, but before I let more important speakers take the stage, I want to leave you with a few thoughts. Art does have a role to play, but it also has a responsibility. Art should not only beautify, art should also educate. Finally, I would be nowhere without the brave people that fight for important work like this, and I would be nowhere without the team that built this with me. So heartfelt thank you to the CWJC and their dedication and leadership from Lillian and Julie and Dr. Kim and their dedicated team. To the public art managers, Jocelyn and Daniel from Mobile Studios, to my army of specialists that have supported me in making this sculpture possible. I would like to thank my team, my beautiful wife Ellen, Justine Correlator, who found this project for us and did all the research, Brian Moneypenny, who is the metal guru that made this bronze happen, my right-hand man, Caden Yamashita, my studio assistant, Ariel Ma, my wax worker and patina artist who did a beautiful job, Christina Sevilla, models that are here today, Shader and Nancy Moverheady, mother and daughter, and all the other models, to Tyler McIntyre, to the Monterey Sculpture Center, to Metal Specialties, and all that had faith in me to undertake this tiny, colossal project. It's been an honor, and I hope you like it. I'll be standing at the back in case you don't like it. I'm going to leave first. So, over to you.
I just want to say in the audience, we also have our sisters and brothers from Japan who came all this way because they are fighting for justice in their country, they are fighting for true history, and they are fighting their own government. So let's give them a big hand.
And we keep saying this over and over again. This was not possible without the community support from diverse communities. And behind this beautiful memorial that we're about to see is hundreds of hours of meetings and fundraising and negotiations and door banging. And those who answered those requests and this great cause to build a memorial in San Francisco. I would like to recognize Dr. Jonathan Kim on behalf of Korean American community in the San Francisco Bay Area, who show the leadership that under his leadership, Korean community stood up in unity and made this amazing contribution to the Comfort Woman statue. Dr. Jonathan Kim.
안녕하세요, 김한일입니다. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jonathan Kim. On behalf of the Korean community, we welcome you all to San Francisco Comfort Woman Memorial Unveiling Ceremony. Please join me in thanking Judge Lillian Singh, Judge Julie Tang, chairwoman of the Comfort Women Justice Coalition, who have worked tirelessly to achieve this landmark monument with the Korean, Chinese, and Filipino communities alongside victims of all 13 communities. Thank you also to the Comfort Women Justice Coalition and all our partners in justice. Thank you to Mr. Stephen White, the renowned designer and sculptor of our memorial, for his heartfelt creation and collaboration. Thank you especially to Congressman Mike Honda for being a courageous visionary and leader in human rights. 존경하는 국가주 동포 여러분, 여러분들의 도움으로 오늘 이 기린비가 세워졌습니다. This statue, San Francisco statue, marks the 8th Comfort Woman Memorial built in the United States. And this is the first time in history, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time in history that Korean, Chinese, and Filipino communities, along with victims of all 13 communities, have worked together. Also, this project has not been easy. Hello? Okay. This project has not been easy. Together, we collected more than $700,000 to make the San Francisco Memorial reality. A special thank you to entire Korean community, especially to our elders who gave us a precious $5, $10, $50, $100 donations from their pockets. Thank you to the monks, pastors, priests, and congregations who banded together to support this noble cause. Thank you to the teachers and the students of our communities who are not only donating, but educating our children about history. Lastly, thank you to all the other generous individuals and organizations who gave to our fund. We could not have realized our dream without you. Together, we teach our children and our children's children to tell the truth about the Comfort Woman. We continue to honor the suffering of our elders and ancestors as okay. And as part of our global mission, an identical statue will be in Seoul, Korea next year. Yes, in Seoul, Korea next year. And plans are being made for replicas to build in Shanghai, China, the Philippines, and Vietnam. In addition, at 12 a.m., September 25th, this Monday, 4 billboards in 4 different locations are being installed by the Bay Bridge in Palo Alto, San Francisco Airport, and San Jose Airport. We are breaking the silence about Japanese state-sponsored sex trafficking. Unfortunately, large-scale sex trafficking is still happening now. I want the yes. I want the generation of today to know the pain of what happened. Knowledge is a power. Only by bringing our communities together can we combat this ongoing violence. Together, let us stand as beacons of hope for all the victims of sex trafficking. May we know that the justice and freedom are coming. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much for the powerful speech, Dr. Jonathan Kim. Now I would like to introduce Do-hee Lee, who has been a musician for her whole life, but she's been practicing music in the Bay Area for 15 years, and she's going to sing a song, very spiritual song, from the movie Spirit's Homecoming, 가시리 가시리 꽃. Thank you. I dedicate this song to all the harmonies. Thank you. And the history is history. History is the past. That's how we understand. But history is not done yet. And that history, that path of the history, all these harmonies stand there, and they still stand here now. And we are with them. We are with them. We are the history. We are the harmony. Harmony is us. We are the harmony. And that's what we need to remember. We have to remember. We are living in that history. History is not anymore history. History is the story right now. 가시리 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 날 두고 가시리 읽고 나 혼자 어떠하라 날 두고 가시리 얄리 얄리 얄라셔 얄라 얄라셔 아지 아리랑 고개를 눈물 없이 건널 수 없어 잡사와 두고 오마든 서라면 아니올세라 서라님 보내옵나니 가시는 길 다시 오소서 얄리 얄리 얄라셔 얄라리 얄라셔 하리 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 하리랑 고개를 눈물 없이 건널 수 없어 사러리 사러리 사러리라따 정산의 사러리라따 아버지 아버지와 어머니와 함께 정산에 살으리란다. 얄리 얄리 얄라 숑 얄라리 얄라 숑 하리 하리 하리라 저고개를 눈물 없이 건널 수 없소.
Thank you so much, Do-hee. That was so beautiful. And it reminds us so much of the spirits that we feel all around us. And we look at this beautiful city, this big, beautiful modern city, and we know there are many spirits that are buried here too. And we're thinking of all the people that have helped build this city, and we're thinking of all the women who were forced to come here and who were pressed into sexual slavery right here. And we're thinking of all of our sisters in history. This memorial would not have been possible if a resolution hadn't been introduced into the Board of Supervisors in the summer of 2015 and hadn't been fought for tirelessly by my former supervisor, Eric Marr, who has spent, I just want to say, who has spent his entire life fighting for social justice. So this wasn't in any way a stretch.
Let me catch my breath and say, my heart is so huge and filled with joy because Halmini Young-Soo Lee is with us today, but also all of you. This is our collective history. It's our collective victory here in San Francisco. September 22nd, 2017 is the date, and thank you, Supervisor Sandy Fewer and the Board of Supervisors for declaring this. My hope is days of remembrance, like those celebrated by the Japanese American community around February 19th, a dark day in our history, but September 22nd, 2017, I hope that we never forget this day as a day of justice for so many people that suffered during World War II. I wanted to say that I feel very honored to be here with Congressman Mike Honda, who is the embodiment of courage and principles, not only in the US Congress, but also through his whole career. And it's just an honor to be here with him and to be a part of the courage that he represents. The unveiling of this memorial, as others have said, wouldn't have come about without a broad Pan-Asian women-led coalition that we called the Comfort Women Justice Coalition. But I wanted to say that I'm proud that we are the first major city in this country to join. And 8 is a very lucky number in the Chinese community, I think many of you know, but we are the first major city to dedicate this. But as the judges have said, we hope that this is a catalyst for other cities and towns and places throughout this country and this world so that no one ever forgets. I wanted to say also, as others have said, let this edition of memorials to the others around the world help spark many more movements as well for social justice, not just memorials, but movements. that also educate and create better understanding and more struggles for an official apology and reparations from the Japanese government as well. I'm Eric Marr, now a professor of Asian American Studies, and I know our chair, Grace Yu, is here with a number of our other faculty members, but we know the teaching moment of memorials like this, they're not just pieces of bronze and metal or great artistic pieces, but they're also teaching moments as well. So we intend to continue our work with the Educators for Social Justice and many others that are here with us, our work to create educational and curriculum work around this so that days of remembrance and educational materials are also used with our memorials here in this country and around the world as well. I wanted to say that Halmoni Young-Soo Lee is the courageous voice that came to San Francisco 2 years ago to this day, helping San Francisco understand suffering, but also what courage means and what standing up not just for herself and the only several dozen remaining survivors, but justice for all of us and the future generations as well. But she stood strong as people and governments and lobbyists and lawyers and others tried to silence her voice. And I'm just proud to be, I was proud 2 years ago to be among her presence, to draw from her strength, and I will never forget that. I see my daughter, Jade, who's 17 years old, in their eyes. I see my papa, my grandma in their eyes, and in your strength as well, Halmoni Lee. The other piece of it that Stephen White, our artist, chosen artist, also added is Halmoni Haksu Kim on August 14th, 1991, standing up a so-called small voice for justice that has been growing. But thank you for representing her as well. I think art has an incredible power to transform us and to help us move forward to be more human, as one of my mentors, Grace Lee Boggs from Detroit, has said. It can make us more human. It can transform us. I think the millions of people that will come here and to the other memorials around the world will experience this. You've created an engaging piece of art and history that will not only experience the three girls, and they are girls, the Halmoni, the grandma as well, but outstretched hands so that it engages us to be a part of that and a part of history as well. But thank you. I think, I'm sorry for losing my composure, but this is really, really important to me. My heart is so full because Halmoni Lee is with us, Grandma Halmoni Lee, on September 22nd, 2017. She's joined us from Korea. She is living history. She was living history before our committees and our Board of Supervisors in San Francisco. She is also women's movement history. She's Pan-Asian unity history. She's the heart of several dozen of the remaining Halmonis and the heart and soul, I think, of our people's history for justice. As she courageously said to the ultranationalists and the fascists that tried to silence her during our Board of Supervisors hearings, that she will never be silenced. And I'm just very proud that this memorial on September 22nd, 2017 will also ensure that we have all moved on, after we are all gone, that our daughters and sons, our grandchildren, and the future generations will know the history and the courage of our Halmonis and our grandmas, and hear the voices and draw the incredible strength that I've drawn from them, and the courage from girls and women leaders like Halmoni Young-Soo Lee. Halmoni, on behalf of San Francisco, we thank you for joining us on September 22nd, 2017, San Francisco's Day of Justice for Halmonis and comfort women throughout the world. Thank you, Dr.
여러분, 안녕하십니까.
Hello, everybody.
여러분, 이 대도시 샌프란시스코 큰 도시, 역사의 도시, 관광 도시, 아주 거대한 도시에서 이 소녀상을 씌우게 된 데 대해서 샌프란시스코의 여러분 정말 감사합니다. 고맙습니다.
I first want to thank you so much for erecting this Comfort Woman Memorial in such a beautiful city of San Francisco, the largest city, one of the large metropolitan city in the United States, and one of the most beautiful city throughout the world. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
네, 세계가 평화로워야 됩니다. 우리는 다 같은 형제와 다름없습니다.
We need peace in the world. We are all brothers and sisters.
네, 소녀상 중국과 한국과 필리핀 뿐 아닙니다. 여러 아세안 나라 피해자들이 다 단계가 있습니다.
It wasn't just Koreans, Chinese, or Philippines. So many women and young girls from throughout Asian countries had to go through this suffering and pain.
샌프란시스코의 주인인 여러분입니다.
So you are the owner of San Francisco.
네, 여러분들이 힘을 주셔서 저는 200살 그정 살랍니다.
So with the energy and strength you give me, I think I can live up to 200 years old.
네, 그래서 우리
She's summoning the judges.
이분들이요 판사직을 32년을 했습니다.
These ladies served as judges for over 30 years and over 20 years.
이 문제 해결을 평화롭게 하기 위해서 3사직을 32년이나 했는데 평균치고 이 운동을 했는 본인입니다.
They have abandoned the judgeship of 20, over 30 years in order to dedicate their life in this memorial project.
거대한 우리 동생입니다.
These are my sisters, everybody.
여러분 힘을 주셔서 감사합니다.
Thank you so much for giving us the strength.
여러분들 건강하시고 사랑합니다.
I wish you the happiness and health, and I love you all.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
So we're at the penultimate moment, and we're going to ask, actually, all the press, if you could just move back a little bit, please. We're going to ask all the ribbon cutters to please come forward. And that includes David Chu, Assemblyman,
Phil Ting, Assemblyman.
David Kim, Corbel Architects,
Mark Leno, former state senator.
Peter Chi, Chinese Community Leader,
Karen Kai, attorney and Japanese American community activist.
Sunrak Kim, Jindak and Kyung Sik Kim Foundation,
Suzy Coover, Cohen, former president.
Marilee Mandahar, Filipino Women's Network,
Peter Kang, president of the Korean American Association of San Francisco.
Jeff Adachi, Public Defender,
And Kansen Chu, assemblyman.
and Jeff Heller, Heller and Manis.
Please come forward and line up in the front for ribbon
On the
cutting.
ground. You're next. Yeah. We'd like the women to be in the middle. And we're going to do this in a very organized way.
You're not the media. Get down. We can't see anything.
Oh my goodness.
Can you get down a little bit? We can't see anything.
Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous.
What is that? Oh, it's a.
Oh, what's all that sound coming? Oh, it's a robot. Hi, robot. Hi, robot.
These people represent the force of people who were behind the memorial in San Francisco.
And now, the moment that everybody's been waiting for.
Oh.
You know, in many.
Oh dear. I wonder what.
Please order, please. Yeah, please give some space for, especially for grandma.
We have the royalty right here with us because we have democracy and the democratic royalty of a people's movement. So I'd like to call up, actually, Grandma Lee, Jonathan Kim, Lillian Singh, Julie Tang, Ambassador from the People's Republic of China, Luau Lin Quan, and I'd like you all to stand around the smaller statue. On the smaller statue, Mike Honda, Eric Marr, Sanjit Fewer, and John Herr.
I wonder what's all that about.
You Dan can't see anything at the back.
I know, but the statue over here for a while.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
No, I had to get up.
Can you see anything?
I can't see
Okay.
the crowd of media.
On three.
Ugh.
1, 2,
Of the-
3.
My goodness. Look at it.
Please notice that not only do we have the 3 girls on the column, but also we have Grandma Haksun Kim standing next to the statue and watching those girls as if they were her young days when she was taken away. Grandma Haksun Kim broke the silence in 1991 and shook the world.
We'll get the cameras out of here so you can see it. I'm very sorry. But you know the press. The other thing is, if people didn't get a program, we want to remind you that we're having a reception. It's free with great food at the Hilton, which is down on Kearney in Washington. And the other thing is, if you didn't get a program, go to www.remembercomfortwomen.org and you'll see the whole program.
So again, this program, it will be followed by a reception at the Hilton Hotel on Kearney. So everyone please come. The door will open at 4. So you can go first, and then we we'll have a reception program between 5 and 6 with Grandma Lee and others.
If you want to take photos, actually, after this, just sit tight. We'll get rid of the press, and the people can see their statue.
Yes, and then we will have some volunteers so that it can be the photos can be taken in orderly manner. So we ask you to line up to take photos with the statue, but that will please follow the volunteers' directions to do that.
Wow, a lot of ribbons.
I want to
cut.
thank everyone again for coming here today. And please, now we have the statue, and please bring all your friends to see it. You know, when we installed it, there were people up in that building who were looking down, and they said thank you. And so we want to thank everyone here, and we want to thank Stephen White, and we want to thank all the people who actually contributed to this effort.
Oh dear. Look at the press. They're like moths thrown into a statue.
At this time, I'd like to call the CWJC members to come to the statue and take the first photo, the first group photo, and then you please line up this way, and please line up next to the flowers so that you can take photos, and that will be photos will be taken quicker. And we'd like to ask CWJC members to come forward at this time.
What's going on? Oh dear. Jesus. I can't really see it. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh. I know, it'd be Noah.
나이로 스크럽 하셔야지. 메스터콜 해야지.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there really are moths. They just want the statue of their grandma, not that. Is this line? What's this line for anyway?
Take a picture and leave on the statue. I don't know. I just need a picture. I just want to the statue. Yeah.
Oh my God. These moths, they're not gonna leave alone, aren't they? Oh my gosh. But it is an impressive statue, though. Yeah, I can't really see anything. Stupid moths.
Oh, they're all kind of round table. Well, there's like two parts to the statue. There's a bronze sculpture that's like down there. That's why everyone's around it.
I can't really see anything. Wait, I need a better glimpse. I do see a bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. I'm sorry though. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
I'm so touched to get the photo. 나도
아니요, 우리 저기 근데 아직 지금 거기
my dad would work on it. He always looking for like what he wants, always like for that. It's just like
I'm tall. Taller.
Good. I'll just take photos. Oh my goodness.
아까 다 찍었어요.
저기 계시잖아 지금.
Oh dear.
아니 이렇게 하지 말고. 자 이렇게 하지 말고 단체로 한번 단체로 좀 찍읍시다. 단체는 뭔데 여기. 자 가전표로 잠깐만 또 같은데.
No kidding. She looks like the statue.
할머니와 같이 잡자 이렇게. 가전표로 잡아.
Oh my. Oh dear.
이렇게 잡지 말고 할머니 앞으로 서세요. 소장님 요 가운데 서세요. 가운데. 이렇게 하면 안 돼. 이렇게 하면 안 찍힌다니까. 이렇게 하면 안 되고.
Look at that. Look at that assembly.
봐봐요. 찍히지도 않아. 찍히지도 않고. 자, 한국 분들 다 이쪽에 서세요. 이쪽에 서세요. 저 기자가 저기 서 있잖아. 기자가. 망기다. 다시 한번.
Wow. Seeing a statue in person is pretty. Such a rarity.
They wanted to pay tribute to her for essentially getting the ball rolling on.
우리 저 영화 귀향팀하고 한번 찍겠습니다. 미안해, 귀향팀하고 할머니하고 한번 찍을 테니까. 귀향팀하고 미안합니다. 얼른 잠깐만. 귀향팀하고
아빠 이쪽으로 볼 수 있어요?
저 여기
아빠 이쪽으로 봐야 돼.
이쪽으로 가자. 찍어봐.
잠깐만 다들 하나 찍을게.
하나, 둘, 셋.
아니 잠깐.
여기 봐서 여기. 하나, 둘, 셋. 한번 더 찍겠습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋. 네.
이거 한번 찍어.
Found them beautiful flowers though. Alright, this is done, actually. Oh boy. Well. Interesting. Right. Alright, everybody seems done. Wonder if I can climb down. Yeah, this is the cut up ribbons. Yeah, I wasn't able to see because I got distracted by these giant robot drones. Robot drones, aren't they? Alright. I can't even see. Okay, I gotta get out this stage. Cool. There's a rose.
여기 보세요.
받아.
사람이 키가 중국으로 너무 행복하다 그래요. 제가 제일 중요한 거는 지금 하늘에 가시는 할머니들이 지켜보고 있어요. 네. 그래서 할머니들이 여러분들이
고맙습니다. 늘 건강하십시오. 감사합니다.
또 언제 물을 쓰게 될지 모르겠네요.